Hey there guys, Rick here, welcome back for another Bleach Chapter review, Chapter 672, Son of Darkness. And did you guys like the opening? It doesn't look like much, but it actually took a lot longer than I probably should have to make it, considering I accidentally deleted it the first time, so I had to get all those pictures. It was a nightmare to make, and it really shouldn't have been. It should have only taken like 30 minutes at most, but it didn't. It took way longer. Okay, so let's get into the chapter. So the chapter starts off like, pretty much with Gerard just getting like completely shattered by Zenmo and Sakura. Like, remember last chapter he got frozen, and then like all those, then Byakuya used the new technique, Shikai, whatever it was called. Well, I forgot what it was. And they all just skewered him. Yeah, now because he was frozen, he's pretty much just shattering, he's just falling apart. And Tokyo starts collapsing, and then Byakuya catches him and is just like, don't worry, I've always got your back, or lie down when you're tired. And that's the scene all the fangirls have been waiting for a long time. But, turns out, Gerard's still alive. Yeah. So his entire body starts glowing, and then he turns into whatever that is. Okay. Oh, and I also figured out what Gerard reminded me of yesterday. Well, not yesterday, a couple days ago. It turns out it wasn't like an old toy I used to have, but it kind of looks like a war helmet. Like, it kind of looks like one of those old, I think it might be like Roman or Greek or whatever, old war helmets. I'll put up a picture of it if I can find it. And yeah, I guess Gerard's invincible, I guess. I mean, like, how the way the fight's going to go, at this point, the only person around who could probably fight him is probably Byakuya, or someone will come to help. I don't really know who, because everyone else is pretty much just, everyone else either got sniped out by Lille, or just got one-shotted by Gerard, so there's no one really left, unless, well, Mayuri could come, because, you know, he's put in the healing pod, and it really shouldn't be taking him this long to heal, considering Kenpachi lost an arm, and was put in around the same time, and Kenpachi got out first. Yeah, I mean, I know Mayuri was really, really hurt, but Kenpachi lost an arm. But at the same time, there was also Kensei and Rose, who it looked to be, I think in the review of that chapter specifically, I said it was like from Giku, which it could be because she was pretty messed up by King Duke as well. It was King Duke or Patsy, I forget which one. And it could be one of them, or it could be like she could just be there too. But either Byakuya is going to have to fight Gerard by himself, which at this point would be pretty much impossible. One of the other guys is going to wake up and help him, or everyone in the healing pod is going to have to come, because this guy is pretty much looks impossible to defeat. And so we'll cut to Ichigo and his old Shihakusho, and he also has like that red thing around him again, which I actually didn't notice for a very long time while reading it. You know, it doesn't make any sense. I missed that. And so he jumps and slashes at Yuha and cuts him right down the middle, like a huge gush of blood comes out. Yuha dies. End of series. Let's go home, guys. Bye. Okay, no, that's not the end of the series, obviously. But it turns out it was just a dream. And Yuha finally wakes up after his long nap, which, I mean, I know he sleeps all day, but after everything that's been going on, how has he not woken up? Actually, would it even be possible to wake Yuha up? That'd be amazing. Like, that'd be kind of amazing, because he slept through all of those battles. I mean, like, Lily Barrow at least should have woken him up to do, like, a trumpet attack. Well, you just kind of slept through all of this. Like, imagine you get, like, a tuba and you just, like, start playing it right next to his head. Would he wake up or not? He pretty much just said it was a nightmare. I mean, it was a dream so good it could be a nightmare. Don't see how that makes sense. So then we cut over to Uryu versus Hashwolf, almost forgot his name there. And it turns out we missed the entire fight because they're probably going to be fighting after this, but look at Uryu. He's covered in his own blood. That's not how it should go. And so yeah, since this day now, Yuha's power goes back to him, but Hashwolf says, "It's fine, whatever, I didn't miss my chance to kill you because my own powers are better for killing you anyway, or better for killing anyway." Which made me think, can he not use his own power while he has Yuha's? I mean, that could technically make sense. Unless he wanted to be like Stern Rider Ab or something. That'd be amazing. Oh, we should just make Stern Rider like God, just like take the abilities from Stern Rider G, O, and D and put them all in one Stern Rider. That'd be amazing. And so Hashwolf just kind of like whips his sword out and just kind of like slashes, but the residue it leaves behind looks like it's forming a bow. There's also a couple lines coming off of it making it look like a bow and arrow, which doesn't make sense because Hashwolf's whole thing was, okay, I can't use like bows and whatever, but I can amp like each. Let's look at it like a Pokemon game, okay? He pretty much acts like the lucky egg. He gives extra experience to the people around him, pretty much. So when they train, they grow faster than they would if he wasn't there. And then we cut over to these humongous doors, and Ichigo and Orihime finally arrive. And Ichigo's just pretty much going along like saying, "Two against one, I suppose it seems a little unfair, but you'll be on charge of defense. Don't let me down, Inoue." She's all looking at him like, "I can help now." And he's just like, at last, at long last, finally I'm able to fight alongside and protect Kurosaki-kun. Okay. I'm just gonna go on and say this, that I don't really like Orihime's character.